Hey, it's Tom, and I just wanted to stop in today and give you another thought for the day. And this is a thought that comes from a lot of conversations I have with a lot of different people. And it starts with this concept that comparison is the mind and spirit killer. Rob Berkeley, who was my longtime coach, who we lost a couple of years ago to cancer, what was one of the lines that he instilled in me is comparison is the mind killer. I also believe it's the spirit killer, and the issue is this: um, when we look at where someone else is, where what they've done, the success they have, whatever that means, how rich they are, um, uh, we tend to go, I should be like them. I should have what they have. I should own what they own. I should have reached the level of success they have, or I should have the car they have, or I should be as beautiful as them, or I should be as fit as them, or any of the things that cause us to go into this comparison trap that we get stuck in. The dilemma with that kind of thinking is we're often looking at their front stage while we're experiencing our backstage. We're looking at their highlight reel while we're experiencing our behind the scenes. We're looking at their outsides, we're experiencing our insides. And it's a terrible comparison. And it's a terrible comparison because I've had the actual privilege of working with a lot of extraordinarily successful people in my life, having conversations with them that go beyond the surface level, and pretty much everyone that you may compare yourself to as somehow having it together. When you get to know them deep inside, and when you actually get to know their backstage and their behind the scenes and their insides, are are just as mucked up as you are. And so, um, the front stage, the highlight reel, the outsides of the person that you're comparing to is designed to lose. Like, it's not going to help you in the long run. So you got to get rid of it. You got to quit thinking that way. You've got to move to a way of thinking that's different. So there's this really cool old Zen statement that I often repeat, both to myself and to others, because I get there too. I mean, I get into this crazy little habit of comparing myself, and I realize it's the mind killer, it's the spirit killer. But the thing that I often remind myself of is this: if you want to know where you should be, look at your feet, look down, recognize that you are exactly where you are, and that's the reality of it. You can only be where you are. You can only be in this place you are based on the experiences you've had, based on the steps you've taken, the decisions you've made, the process you've engaged, the luck you've had along the way. All of those things contribute to the fact that you are where you need to be right now. There's no other place to be, there's no other place to go other than the place you are right now. But if you want to be in a comparison game, the only one that's worthwhile playing is this: how do you compare to the you were yesterday? How do you compare to the person that you were yesterday? And what are you going to do today to make yourself a little bit better than the person you were yesterday? If you want to play a comparison game, play that one. It's the only one that works. It's the only one that matters. It's the only one that makes a difference, in my opinion. Otherwise, comparison is the spirit killer. So, what are you going to do today that changes your outcome for tomorrow in a slightly better way, so that you're comparing against who you were, not who someone else is? You're comparing the inside muck of your life with, did you make the inside muck, the behind the scenes, a little bit better today than you were yesterday? And I think when you do that, when you do those little incremental things that change the inside story, the inside view, the inside muck and mess, if you can do a little bit of cleanup on that, then the comparison game becomes so much more valuable to you. I hope that helps. We'll talk to you soon.